Eric Muadit, Muadit.com. Let's take a look at the S&P 500, and we are using a 5-minute chart. Why? Because the VIX is still trading above 20, so the market is going to be volatile. And at the highs of yesterday, if you recall, the market was up about 200 plus points, and we suspected the market could be making a high. Now I want to discuss the problem I find with using price. If you go with price by itself, sometimes the market can really confuse you, because here we are seeing at some point today the market was moving to fresh breakout highs on a short-term basis. So just keep in mind the breakout is not a major breakout, it's a short-term breakout above this range here. People are going long, and it looked like this is what the best way to have been to play was to play the market to the long side. Now the problem is, if you take a look at the RSI was telegraphing something entirely different, because you can see here the RSI did not make a new high. So while the market was moving to new highs here, RSI did not. So we can even say there was a slight improvement in price, and the RSI is still pointing a little bit lower. So that's a red flag short term, and that's why at the highs of today, when the Dow was up, I believe 140 something in that range, we were looking at the resistance. So at the highs here, I was calling for a pullback because the market come back to hit that same level here. So we were seeing resistance on this line, and since then we've got a pullback. And also we can see that the market is coming back to respect the line we discussed yesterday, which is this break level here that brought the market off the highs there. We see that break line still in play, because if you extend that line like that, you can see clearly that the highs here gave the short-term highs, and then coming into the highs of the day, the market hit that level. So if you take that resistance line plus the top side resistance line, it seems to me that if you are using the RSI is still telling you to expect the market to be on a pullback mode for now, until such a time as the market can clear those two resistance lines. So for now, irrespective of how the market trades, we still have to be looking at a market that is pointing down until such a time as we can clear resistance. Since we haven't cleared resistance, one has to assume that the markets, for now, continue to be trapping people to go long, while in truth, markets are still pointing down. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is make sure that you don't use price exclusively, because sometimes the prices can be very misleading, and it's good practice to make sure you know where the RSI is trading in relation to stocks you are trading, because sometimes the RSI would give you a better idea of what to expect. Right now, at the highs of both days, yesterday and today, the RSI telegraphed a pullback. Eric Muadit, Muadit.com. Good luck, peace, and blessings. ERCS. Yeah.